Welcome, Scorpio. This is your Love Scope reading for August 2014. Well, you've gone through the lessons. You've gone through the hardships. You've gone through the pain in order to grasp the lessons needed in order to go forward. So there's some decisions to be made this month. But the decisions are going to bring you a beautiful new foundation in love, a new path in love, a reaching for your desires and your dreams in love. So we start with the World card. It's time to move on. It's time to embrace all those lessons that you've had for a very long time and use them on your path going forward now. So you might be actually thrown into some situations this month to bring out that definition, bring out that clarity. When we come to the World card and the end of the road, before we can really begin again with the Fool, the Zero card, there's always some doors to close, so that new doors can open. There's always some, lingering things that we need to take care of, okay? But know that you have learned so much through your lessons that you can make these choices with a clarity, okay? We have the King of Swords here, and the King of Swords, he's one of a strong opinion. He's one of, he's courage, he's strength, and he's going to say and do what is needed to say and do in order to live in his true happiness and his kingdom be secure. The people in it safe with a firm foundation. So be careful of being too argumentative, okay? Remember that you need to come from a place of love if you get into a situation that starts to turn into an argument. Walk away, okay? It's not about arguing. It's about conversations that need to happen in order for you to stand in your truth, in order for you to reap the rewards of true passion and true love. And you might very well be with that person that you are with already and realize just how beautiful they are and how meant for each other you are. That could very well come across in lessons. It could be knowing exactly what you need to do in order to allow love into your life. And you could be in a relationship and you could be the stagnant part of the relationship for that matter. And a refusal of growing in the relationship has turned it into a stagnant relationship, or it could be your partner doing that. And having the conversations and getting the flirt on in order to open up conversations, in order to go out, try new things together, spend some time together, get all dressed up, and then go to the park and walk underneath the moonlight hand in hand and just talk. But get those conversations going. We've got a dog barking all of a sudden, so it's very important that you set the stage this month for opportunity to really allow your light to shine in the direction it needs to shine. Okay, so it might be, I'm getting this quite a bit. If you're in a relationship, okay, so a good example of this kind of energy in the universe right now is in today's world, okay, so one of you have lost their jobs, they get another job, or you get another job, it's in another, or let's say they get another job, and it's in another town, and, well, hon, I have to stay there 5 days a week. It's the only way of doing it. It's too long of a commute, and I'd love to come home every weekend, but I don't think we can financially afford that. So we're not gonna see each other that much. It's going to turn into a long distance relationship. And there's going to be some of you that say, you know what, I have given so much in this relationship, and now you are asking me to live with only 48 hours of you every month. And I can't do that. Or it could be, you know what, we are such a tight bond. This is only temporary. Sooner or later, I'm going to get a job out there with you, or there's going to be a job opening somewhere in town, and we're going to be together again. It's temporary, and we can get through this struggle because we are strong, and I know where we're going. I know where our light shines brightest, and this is temporary. So you know what? I can accept this for short term because I know it's not going to be long term. I know it's not the big picture down the road, but it's how you feel in the situation at the time. Okay, and it's having that strong opinion and making that decision based on the strong opinions. And those opinions are from all your lessons. You are moving forward on your path. Now, this card does denote that it's not a small percentage of you that are going to decide to walk away from a relationship. Or walk away from, if you're not in a relationship, walk away from the expectation of what you thought a relationship was going to be. There's some clear defining moments as you let go of some baggage. You let go of some things that, you built walls around yourself from past relationships and heartaches to protect you so that you didn't fall into that pit again. But are those walls really serving a purpose still, or are they actually harming you now and not allowing you to branch out and say what you feel and say what you mean in order for issues to be resolved, in order for your focus to be where it needs to be going forward in love? So, I mean, get out there. I see a very creative path for you in love. So I can't really wait to do September for you, to be honest with you, because it's a creative path you're going on, and is with strong opinion. It's with strong determination. So, it's really about, if you're single, get out there and meet people. If there's been something that you've always been interested in, join that group, okay? Chances are that person that has been searching for you all this time is going to see that new light arise out of you and be attracted to it. You're going to find your soulmate this month, but I don't really see it so much as an attracting of people this month, new relationships this month. I don't see any new cards here. I see endings. So this is to prepare you perhaps for a couple of vases in our reading in September. Now, that doesn't mean that nobody is going to find a new love. Love can happen at any time. That's the wonderment of the universe. It might be that you were supposed to find this love months ago, because our timeline isn't the same as God's, the universe's. Our timeline is much different. Our timeline is in days and weeks and months and hours. And God, the universe, our spirit guides, our angels go on, did they get the lesson? So we can move forward. And that is the defining property on whether or not that person is now going to enter your life, okay? On whether or not you really got the lesson. It all depends on how much you work towards your struggles and defining what the lesson was out of every pain and struggle to this point. But pick up that lesson that you've got and celebrate the moment, because all those lessons is walking you into this beautiful, true foundation. Your castle sits in the horizon. It's, you've only got the 4 wands there as a foundation right now, but you've put up a canopy. So you're expecting a little bit of joy. You're expecting a little bit of luxury to come your way. You're expecting your happily ever after to be around the next bend, and rightfully so. And rightfully so. There is a belief in you. There is a belief in you. My gosh, these dogs are going crazy as I'm doing your reading. We have the Star card, okay, which tells me that, we have the cleansing waters, okay. That's the healing energy in your life this month, okay. And there is your goal. And I hate to say goal for a relationship, but it's your passion. It's your vision of what true love is going forward. And whether or not you are in a relationship, it is still your vision. It's whether or not the person that is with you right now shares that vision, because it is obtainable. You will be able to reach that. You are going through a healing process this month, more than a new beginnings month, and it's tying up those loose ends this month. So get out there. If you're with somebody, go back to the first moments of the relationship, please. When you were checking your phone every 5 minutes to see if they got a hold of you, or you're counting down the hours until you see each other again, because you've made plans for tomorrow night, and it just seems like eternity till tomorrow night comes, and your palms are sweaty, and your heart does this little flutter every time you think of them. And go back to that moment and create a night like that, or a day like that, And I don't care if you're celebrating your 65th wedding anniversary, and I've said that in so many readings for some reason. And congratulations if you are. You can raise your love to a whole new level. So, I mean, I don't care what the flirt is. If you're going out, then are you sitting, like, you make plans to go out with your friends, and then you're sitting at the very back seat in the shadows, and then you're like, yeah, I didn't meet anybody again. Get out there. Get on the dance floor. Enjoy life. Enjoy the moment. Get the flirt on. If you're with somebody, get all dressed up and then go for a beautiful walk in the park underneath the moonlight. And just talk. And bring things forward that is going to give you that firm foundation. Or that complete understanding. But that firm foundation under your feet as you go forward. Because you're definitely in the healing stages now. You're definitely ready to go forward. So this is kind of almost like a pause month for you before you, I can't wait to do September actually. I've said that in a couple of readings now. You'll plan on getting those early because it really looks like a lot of paths are being exalted in September based on the clarity that you gain this month. So until the next time it is we meet, remember, I do love you.